Hey, welcome back to the Disney Dudes podcast, and we are officially back with episode 31. And what are we calling this episode?
The breakfast episode, Abbott. The breakfast episode.
Why would one do one episode on breakfast?
Probably because you are going to Disney World sooner than I am.
This has been discussed on quite a few occasions. I do have the tendency to be somewhat of a rude person, somewhat of a jerk, a DICK. You had choice words for me after the last time we had a podcast. You had a diva moment, kind of a Mariah Carey moment, said you would never do it again. How dare you? Not fair. I don't know what that was all about. I'm just trying to make magic over here, just trying to give the people what they want. And they want to hear about Disney, right? And you're frozen solid on my end of things, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep going because the show must go on. No, Taylor, today's...
I'm back.
Oh, good. You're back.
Sorry.
You're here. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm here.
Rural Virginia with their internet connection for the win. No, I told you ahead of time that I was kind of lamenting. And we're going to kind of put our topic to the side because we do have some huge park news. Huge park news. And I mean, if you don't know about it, then you are under a rock. You're a troll under a bridge. I mean, give me a break.
But you're under a mountain.
Under a mountain that used to be kind of wet underneath, maybe a few little splishy splashes here and there. I'm not showing my cards.
Think about this. 4 mountains down to 3.
It's a sad day.
It is.
It's a sad day.
It's a sad week. It's a sad time in our life.
It is the most melancholy of melancholiest days. Or the most melancholy day that I have had. And I'm going to tell you why, at least on my end. And maybe you can commiserate. Because we do have a good topic, but there's more to it. But to digress, I digress. Tomorrow morning at exactly 6 a.m., my bride hits the road for Orlando. Yes, that's right. Her road trip, her girls' trip is this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. I see the look on your face. This episode sucks. I mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
whole thing.
That does suck.
I appreciate it. And she's already sleeping soundly. And when I was, because I was going to try and maybe ask you ahead of time, maybe we can do it earlier, but with everything going on, it's kind of impossible with your schedule, my schedule, bedtime for kids, all that stuff. But I was like, you know what? The show must go on. It's got to work for both of us, not one-sided, whatever. But I went in there, and Emily, and I didn't know she had already packed. She stayed up late because she was excited. She packed because that anticipation, that feeling when you're the next day. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter what happened the day before. Exactly, you can't sleep.
It's like it's as good, if not better, than Christmas.
It's better than Christmas. What are you talking about? Christianity doesn't hold a candle to Disney World. Pagan rituals? Give me the mouse. Jesus.
You Catholic boy, that does not surprise me, you saying that.
Get out. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Please bless this man. He does not know.
Blessed are thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now, the hour of our death. Get out of here. So, but when I went to go back when I was setting up all the equipment, because I literally just have a laptop, USB Type-C connector, high-def microphone, AirPod Pros, and I'm logged in. I'm ready to go. And there's for me at least, there's kind of a mental shift, where I kind of block everything out and I zone in on you and your dreamy eyes staring deep into your face. Know that we are connected. And we are. What'd you call us the other day? Crossing sword brothers.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
You said something about tummy sticks. I don't know what that is, but whatever. I guess I have to look that up. UrbanDictionary.com. Cool. So, but when I went to go back to say, hey, I'm about to go record him, she passed out. She was sleeping, but I've never seen her sleep like this. She was laying with her arms crossed, like she was receiving a blessing, but from our Lord and Savior, Walt Disney. She had just this little content, like little smirk on her face, like, F you, Abbott. I'm about to go have the time of my life without you and my girlfriends. F you and F, F this town that I'm from. Because I can say, because F could be like fudge, it could be farfignugan, it could even be
Frank.
phonetic for pH, like pea hat fat, yo, that's fat. So, yeah, I'm not helping myself. But I looked at it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And right when I was like in a good mood, ready to record, getting into it, getting in the right frame of mind, she's, yeah, just the bomb. Reality sets in because I convinced myself that I was okay with it. And I am, and I want her to have fun. I live vicariously through her, anybody,
Yeah.
especially that's why I watch videos daily, like, that, I'm wearing a Walt Disney shirt, the one that I did for the race last year. I wear it all the time just to kind of relive, to have a piece of Disney on me, right? Maybe not so much in me, that's weird, but on me, right? But
Well,
yeah,
with you never know.
that's my situation.
Well, I'm still upset with the whole debacle.
And what is that?
One less ride.
But what about the future of the ride? What about how it's being handed over? They're handing the deed like in the Winnie the Pooh
I
ride.
like the movie. I like the movie The Princess and the Frog. I really do.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
Splash Mountain is a classic ride. It's a classic movie.
Mhm.
It's a thought-provoking and movie that needs to be talked about for more change to occur.
Sure.
That's
It's a
just how
freaking
I
mountain. It's a mountain in Florida. It's a
Yeah.
freaking. Now it's going to stay a mountain, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, I know.
What is that? Grant? Oh, that's so cool, man. Did you bid on that? Do you own that? Okay, so moving on. He has describe what you showed me on your phone.
It is
The
a
camera.
duffel bag that looks like a log that was from the grand opening of Splash Mountain. It was in Tokyo, but still, grand opening of Splash Mountain.
Well, every version of now you correct me. I know that the Disneyland version is different than the Disney World version of Splash Mountain, and I've heard that the
Yeah,
Disney
you know
World
why it's
version
different?
of Splash
'Cause it's
Mountain
still
is
open.
superior. True. Okay. Okay. A little on the nose there, but no, every version, almost like Haunted Mansion, Phantom Manor in Disneyland Paris, or even
Each version is
just
a little different.
yeah, it's a little bit different. It varies a little bit, and they have their own unique things at the parks that make it worth attending, going to, traveling to. But yet again, this Splash Mountain was the one that was
Original.
vast, superior, original, the OG. And the thing that I regret is not riding it sooner. When I was a kid, those kind of rides, that drop just scared the absolute. I mean, you talk about brown pants, scared the absolute. I filled up my shoes in my head all the time. It scared the
On the
crap out of me.
On the 23rd, the night of the 23rd, I had a
Yes.
dream that I was riding Splash Mountain again.
Do I
And
need
I
to
woke
cue the
up,
music?
and I woke up, and I was not riding Splash Mountain.
Do you know how long the wait was?
A
The
long
last
time.
day?
I saw people were trying to wait to be the last ones on the ride,
Yeah.
and so they were letting people go ahead of them.
That's insane. That never happens.
Yeah. And the last people to ride the ride, did you see who they were?
Cast members.
The cast members that worked the
Yep.
last night. I think that's fantastic.
To me, that's 100% justified.
Yes.
That's 100% justified, and that's a great homage to,
It was
to the
just
ones that.
It was just cast members that rode or that worked Splash Mountain that night, right? That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes they will, because the theming is Frontierland. They will kind of use them back and forth between Big Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain, but still, You know. Now
Well,
the new ride,
I gotta
is
ask
going
you
to be
this real
called.
quick.
Go for it.
Have you gotten your water?
Have I got my bromide water from eBay? What is that?
I want to buy 2 things of it on eBay. I
What
want
is
to
it
buy
going
2 of them.
for?
What?
What is it going for?
I saw one that was like $25, but probably was filled up with tap water, we're being honest. I want to get 2 of them just to
Mhm.
test one of them and say I have,
Okay.
because I want to see what's in it.
I mean, you know, it's the fancy version of chlorine, bromide. It's going to have that very distinct smell. It's going to
I've
smell like
always,
Splash
I've
Mountain. It's going to
always,
smell like Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, but I've always kind of thought and had heard rumors that the water from Splash Mountain and the water from Pirates of the Caribbean and the water from It's a Small World and
Sure.
the water from what other Living with the Land and is the same water from the lagoons and has like the brain eating amoeba stuff in it. Maybe I'm just doing a speculation and starting my own rumor.
It's cute. It's cute to know you have the imagination of an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old. But in reality, I go back to what I said before. They use the distinct smell comes from bromide. The reason why they use bromide, it is more expensive, yes, right, to clean the water,
But
right?
it's better.
But it's much better. It doesn't stain clothes, but it's just like 3 times, almost 4 times, probably 5 times more expensive than chlorine. Who in the world wants that bleach smell when they're flying down a ride, or especially going on a slow boat ride? You want to pass out from noxious fumes and within 30 seconds. I'm gonna drown here after all. No. But what are your thoughts on? Yes, Princess and the Frog. I mean, was it the last truly animated Walt Disney movie, completely hand drawn?
Is it?
I don't know. It was at one point in time I want to say they prided themselves because CGI, whatever computer animated this. Because I mean, these still have computer animated graphics in Aladdin. You know, they even had that in Aladdin. Whenever the giant lot, like the Cave of Wonders, when they go
Yeah.
to get the God, please help me, the genie bottle.
Yeah.
The lamp. God bless. I can't think. When they get the lamp, that was computer generated graphics. You know.
So the last truly animated film.
Yeah. I swear.
Wouldn't
It's
wasn't it Moana?
was it Moana? No. That was all computer generated. Yeah. That's a even if it's Disney or Pixar, you can bank on Pixar not being, hand drawn, of course, all computers. But I want to say it may not be, but I know for a fact it really was like classic Walt Disney studios, Walt Disney Animation Studios, hand drawn, hand painted, stills, layer upon layer of different stills, um, that way. What are you seeing?
I'm looking right now.
You're good.
The
And
last
while you look at that,
the last
was it?
fully animated movie is Princess and the Frog.
And so therefore it makes it that much more special, that much more unique, and also it's the representation in that movie is great. It's kind of a gateway for where we are now. Say certain things are woke, say this and that, but you know, you have to appreciate it in a way.
I
But
hear you. I
is
hear
it
you.
enough to replace Splash Mountain?
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. If they're going to replace Splash Mountain, you're in Frontierland, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you think the frontier, what do you think?
Old West, I
Where's Old
think
West?
Arizona.
There you
I'm
go.
thinking, no. And I'm looking at the red rock behind you. And I've been to the Southwest a handful of times. That's exactly what it looks like.
yeah, and you're thinking of like Yellowstone Disney version.
True.
Yeah, well, guess what? The new ride's going to take place in Louisiana, in the swamps
true.
of Louisiana. I
In the bayou.
understand
Mhm.
if they're going to do that, then they're probably going to have to retheme a lot more of Frontierland. And with that, it opens up more expansion. I don't know.
I mean, change is inevitable. Don't be an
Yes,
old curmudgeon.
I agree.
And I'm not trying to play devil's advocate or whatever. But change is inevitable. It is what it is. But I want to make sure that the theming that they are going to pay, and not just like this subtle little Easter egg. Because I was saying, like, the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is where Mr. Toad's Wild Ride used to be.
Yeah.
And they show the deed of Mr. Toad handing it to Owl as soon as you get on the ride. That homage to that. And they have the tombstone of the very top left of your face in the graveyard when you finish the Haunted Mansion, right there.
Will they have?
Those are that's
Will
subtle.
they have? How many tombstones will they have? Will they have 3, or Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Brer?
True.
Or
Or
will it
all together,
have-
or all together in one statue.
Or will they have one for the Bluebird, Mr. Bluebird? Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder.
That falsetto, dreamy. Holy crap! You're bringing the big guns tonight,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Well, I know. You're getting into, and then you're going to get into Song of the South and what it represents and the connotation.
the only way
I'm not.
the only way to have change is to, in my opinion, and it's probably not a good opinion. Most people will not agree with it, but the only way to have change is to understand what has happened in the past, the history, take it, and move forward with a bit of acknowledgement and say that things are going to be changing. That's why they're doing this. They're trying to, it's a little bit of wokeness, but it's a little bit of change. And I'm all for change. I'm all for being non-discrimination, all that stuff. But the only way to keep the past from repeating itself is to accept the past and understand that it happened.
Mm-hmm. And you, of course, learn from the past. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. And this is reactive. This is 100% appeasing certain people, demographics. But now we're getting into and this is where the lines can be blurred when it comes to objectivity and subjectivity. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
I have a copy of Song of the South if you want to have it.
You have a what again?
I have a copy of Song of the South if you'd like it.
I'm down.
All right, I'll mail it to you.
Let's do it.
I haven't watched it.
That'll be our new.
I've had 5 copies for like 6 years and haven't watched any of them.
I've seen it. The last time I saw it, I was maybe 10, 13. And I never got that. Never got that connotation. Now, at the same time, the way that I was raised, my household, whatever, we're not pushing that. See, look at, hello, goat. Nice to meet you. Quit pulling me in. No, but all that said and done, but my favorite city outside of, like, if I had to pick a city outside of, I don't know much about downtown Orlando. I bypass it and I'm like, Walt Disney World, I'm there. But my favorite city, culture-wise, food-wise, because food is like the end game for me. New Orleans. I've been there. I've only been there twice.
I've been there for 0 times. I want to go.
Oh, Taylor.
I love the music. The music and the atmosphere, I feel like I would love.
Oh, be still, my beating heart. I'm telling you, my friend. It only took, it's like a 8.5, 9 hour drive. You might as well drive. It's equivalent to driving to Disney. Em and I went. There's a reason I have a daughter. Em and I went summer of 2013, and she swears whatever, but giggity, hubba hubba.
So Parker's real name is New Orleans.
Nolans.
New Orleans Stags.
Parker Nolans Stags. That's right.
Okay.
Down on the
PNS.
bayou, down on the
PNS.
bayou, It sounded like you said penis. Well, that's all I heard. I was still talking to you and penis. What is wrong with you? You have Tourette's?
Look,
What's your deal?
I'm the headless. I'm a haunted mansion. I'm a ghost of Splash Mountain.
I wish you were wearing a turtleneck. A white turtleneck would have really worked out there, or green. As you can see, my background pictures. You got daggum Brer Rabbit. The bluebird is, well, you can't get it here, but that's me pondering. Will
That's
this be
what-
the last time I
look.
ride this ride? Yes.
Look, Brer Rabbit's over my left shoulder, saying, "Wonder what I'm gonna do next."
Don't forget to vote in your local elections. That's where it all begins. Change starts with you.
I'm a zippity doo dah.
Zippity doo-dah your ass right out of office. Let's do this thing. Come on, grassroots effort. Sign this petition. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hitchhike to the next town. Find a soapbox and do the same spiel. Don't forget me. But I'm excited about the future of the ride. I love New Orleans. That's a whole nother episode right there. New Orleans outside of like where I'm from. I mean, I love where I live. But New Orleans is my favorite city of all time. And I've been to a handful of international cities, 3 continents in New Orleans, hands down. Culture, food. I mean, I went, but last time I went was 2016. Yeah, no, 2015. I went for a work conference, stayed at the Hyatt, high rise right beside the Superdome.
Yeah.
And it's in the warehouse district. And I walked down to the National World War II Museum. In that, you talking about just mind-blowing memorabilia, the official World War II Museum, they put you in the action. I mean, just immerse you in that. You almost think you're going to Disney because you escape reality. And then you turn left and there's a po' boy stand and just, oh my gosh. Then you cross over Canal Street into the French Quarter. It's huge. Bourbon Street.
Like that, I feel like I would love
Started.
to be at the French Quarter.
You would love the French Quarter. The theming, I mean, there's nothing like it. It's so unique. You go down Bourbon Street, take a right on, oh gosh, St. Patrick Street, and there is oh god, where you get the hurricanes. Oh my gosh, it's a lot left my head. It's not a big deal, but it's the bar where the original hurricane is, and I'm gonna go back and fact check it. I didn't even claim which one it was, and it'll come to me later. I keep thinking Pat O'Brien's. Thank you, Pat O'Brien's. The first thing I did when I got to New Orleans, when I went myself, because I had gone before with Emily, we drove down there, spent a weekend, did the tourist thing. Then I went down for work and I had some downtime on a Sunday, and I still had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for the conference the next morning. Taylor, I'll tell you something. I went out for one of my favorite restaurant, Mr. B's Bistro on Camp Street, on the corner of Camp and Bourbon. Went to the bar, had their shrimp and grits with
And
a
you
side
met a
of fried.
lady.
I didn't meet a lady. I FaceTimed with my lady and said, look at this lady that I'm taking home. Do you approve? And she said, yes. She's very special. Bring her home to me. Turn that pineapple upside down. But I had my seafood.
I'm sure you did have seafood.
I had my seafood. Cuck. Had my seafood. Oysters. It was
I'm sure it was
delicious.
oysters. It wasn't aphrodisiac.
Scrum diddly umptious. And I walked down to Pat O'Brien's. It was like 5 in the afternoon. Sun was starting to set because it was in January
With
of
pockets full of
2015.
beads.
Train wreck. Screeching halt.
You walked to Pat O'Brien's with pocket full of beads.
Yes. I thought you said beans, and I'm like, what the?
No, beads. Like,
God,
go around
I
your
know I
neck.
got you beats. That goes. You do know that happens 24/7. It happens 24/7. I went to Pat O'Brien's, took a right on St. Patrick Street, right there. Got had two hands, two hurricanes, and they're 16 to 18 bucks a pop. They're all pre-mixed. They pour it in there. Same bar I went to, and I'm drinking. These things are like Long Island iced teas. They taste amazing. You don't taste. They have like 7 different types of liquor. You drink one, you time travel. You literally time travel, right? And I go down to I go down to Jackson Square on the Mississippi, where St. Louis Cathedral is, right? And right just across the way on the Mississippi at the French Market is the famous Café du Monde, where you get your cafe au laits and your original beignets. Oh, I'm telling you, friend. And that's just the absolute tip of the iceberg. The best restaurant is Commander's Palace in the Garden District, right next to Tulane University. Oh, be still my beating
I was
heart.
to
Fine
go.
dining at its best. Oh,
I got into Tulane.
it's a great school. Man, that ain't easy to get into. Look at you.
Yep. Got
It's
into
in your
Tulane.
private school. Look at
And
you. I mean, you went to.
And I decided not to because it was too far away.
Oh my gosh. The location of Tulane and the girls, the location of Tulane in the Garden District, in the houses in that area, these over the top mansions that are just beautiful, huge oak trees, Spanish moss, and how they look up how they decorate for Halloween. Have you seen that?
No, I'm gonna look
It's
at it right now.
It's incredible. It's
Tulane Halloween.
incredible. Just Garden District Halloween is what I'd look up. Garden District Halloween decorations. That should be your search. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Now, I've been there when they've set it up before
Oh,
Fat
wow.
Tuesday, the parade route. Isn't it nuts? It's nuts. It's nuts. So it's one thing to describe it. It's another thing to experience it. It's worth it. So talk to Caitlin, conference, that potential. Because Em and I we want to go back. It's been way too long.
Yeah, I would love to go.
A city that I enjoyed briefly was Phoenix. If I never went back, I'd be okay. But New Orleans, man, all about it. So, quick side note: we're kind of working our way back towards the topic, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that Blizzard Beach it's closed again due to cold weather? No, that's not the issue. No, I'm excited about the progress of Journey of Water, Moana Journey of Water at Epcot. You know, because I know they had the
I'm
Tafiti
excited about
statue.
that and another one too.
What's that? Tron. That's right. Light cycle. That what? April 4th.
April, yeah, 4th.
Yeah.
3rd or 4th, yeah.
3rd or 4th. 4th. I think it's 4/4. Yeah, 4/4. I'm just gonna say it. I had to adjust my dates of my trip. I have booked it officially. I've booked it officially, and I've already paid the deposit, right? And I've got Port Orleans. We looked at Polynesian.
Is this the one in February?
No, this is the one in November.
All right, what have you done?
I just paid for the one next month. I just paid that.
What have you? I'm saying, what have you done to tweak it?
Oh, we tweaked it. Did we tweak it? Oh, we had no choice because the Citadel Homecoming is on November 4th, so we had to move everything up one day. So we're going from November 5th to November 12th.
Hold on, November 5th to November 12th.
Yes. Now we're leaving. We're leaving. That's a Sunday. We're leaving. It's a Sunday to Sunday.
November 5th.
November 5th to November 12th. Because it was November 4th to November 11th.
Oh, no way.
What?
Abbott.
What?
We're going to be down there the same time.
Really? Interesting how that is.
We're going to be down there. We're going down. We'll be there the 10th through the 18th, or I think the 18th.
Okay. So what your travel day is the 10th. What are y'all doing on the 11th?
I don't know.
Because because I have that day planned already. I've got it booked because the 11th is going to
How do
be.
you have it planned already?
We just do because we get excited and we just go. This is what we want. The days we have a book reservation. It's just the park days.
All
We
right,
just know where we're going to be. What
What do
day?
you do?
Okay. So we go Sunday. That's my mother-in-law's birthday. We'll have a nice dinner in Disney Springs. Next day, and my parents are coming too. So we're having both sides of the family, but my parents are only coming for part of the week.
Shoot, we're gonna have a blast because guess what? Caitlin, me,
Yep.
Wellesley, the
Yep.
new one,
Very true. Holy crap. That's
my
right.
mom, my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm. It's a crew. That's a crew. So there is a touch of overlap because you're staying at. We're staying.
And my patent is going in.
Look at you, man. Hey, congratulations. That's
Thank you.
awesome. Sorry.
It's all right.
But no, I had some gas. Better out than in. But no, we're doing that Monday the 5th, Magic Kingdom. My parents are travel day is the 5th, and then November 6th, that Monday, Magic Kingdom. My parents will be there from the 5th through the 9th. So they'll be there for 3 days, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right. So 6th, 7th, 8th. And they leave on the 9th, that Thursday. We're doing Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and then Epcot, then Hollywood Studios. Then we take a day off that Friday, right? The next day, our last park day, which is the 11th, that Saturday, Magic Kingdom. We love to start and finish. So we are officially going to be, so the 10th, we're going to be just relaxing, doing nothing. But the 11th, we're back to the Magic Kingdom in full effect. Just put it out there. I knew this. And I booked it ahead of time, and I booked the 4th through the 11th initially. And Emily goes, "We don't have the Citadel Homecoming. Why did you do that?" I was like, "Because Anna said, just let me know." And I got excited. I jumped the gun, whatever. But, right, I got the call serendipitously. She said to me, "Abbott, well, God, we've got to get like a gift card for Anna." I was like, "Em, she gets paid for this. She gets kickbacks. She just went to Alani for a 2-week vacation. Give me a break." You know, they started Disney World, flew from Orlando to Hawaii, spent a week there, and then came back and spent a long weekend back at Walt Disney World. I mean, give me a break. Yeah, 2 weeks. Wouldn't that be nice? Whatever. But those are the perks. She kills it in the Disney vacation planning game, so to speak. Right? Nikki Travels. That's who she's with. But long story short, I said, that gives us an opportunity because I think Taylor and them are going to be down there around the same time. I don't know, but I was going to sit on it until it came up naturally in conversation tonight when we're recording. So, yes. So the day of reckoning could be the 11th.
Yes.
So you set up a day at Magic Kingdom on a Saturday, the 11th.
I'm very. How many will be in your party?
We will have 7. We have not booked. We obviously 60 days out is still, and we're still looking at what the dining plans are going to be. We don't know what they are because they haven't released any information. But Anna will let us know what they do.
The reason I'm saying how many will it be is because possible VIP tour.
Give me numbers. Give me numbers. In my family, it's more than doable. The only issue I would have, my father-in-law can't do all the rides, but he'd be down. He'd be down.
Hey, that's fine. Because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
My mom and mother-in-law will not be doing all the rides either.
Got you. Okay.
And Wellesley and Charleston will not be doing the rides either. Not all of them.
What is the name? What do you have a name for your?
Yes, Charleston James.
Charlie?
Yes.
Nice. That's pretty cool. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So James as in James River, Virginia?
No, Caitlin's dead.
Oh, Caitlin's dad.
Yes. Oh, guess who's gonna be down at Disney World? You don't know.
Little overlap. Just a touch of an overlap. Just guess. Your favorite person in South Carolina, not named Emily, or Parker, or Mason, or Ray,
She pointed to you,
or Jarrell,
Jarrell.
or Emily, or
William.
I don't know. He's in Georgia, but still counts. He's got one foot in South Carolina, the other in Georgia. He still asks about Caitlin. He does. He does. Tell her I said hi. I can still smell her shampoo. I mean, hi. Yeah, so that's the news. That's the bombshell. And at that week, what I'm looking forward to is that day, Tron. We could ride Tron for the first, because I'll have it the week before, or the week like that Monday and then that Sunday, right? But Tron, everything. So
That's true.
keep talking about it. So that is, hey, we could do a countdown to that. There's your countdown. That's it. There's official. I didn't think it was possible, but I knew when you said back-to-back weeks.
The thing is, will you have the park hopper?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we were to do the VIP tour,
Sure.
Just hear me out. We
I'm
did
listening.
the VIP tour. We could do Magic Kingdom, Tron. Then we could be taken by SUV
Mm-hmm.
to Epcot to do Guardians together.
Man, that might be worth it. Because when you have that many number of people and break down the cost,
or you have to have less than 10.
Less than 10.
But you could do 2.
It'll be 2 guides with a number of people per whatever, or other people opted out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I call Aussie Dave.
I'm none the wiser.
But the thing is,
wiser.
We can mix the groups and merge them together.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep talking about this, but at least we got that date set up, overlap, and then so we got overlap, Magic Kingdom, and that's our jumping off point. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
and we might have special guests that we interview in the park.
it's not a bad idea.
Ooh,
And it's one of those because, okay.
Mickey Mouse.
And that's all I can do. That's my one thing. Sounds like a crap my pants. So that's your news. We've already recorded enough for like 3 episodes at this point of pure nonsense. No one's listening at this point. We dropped from 15 to 17. It's a sad day. We dropped.
I feel like it was like Splash Mountain without the water.
Exactly. You're just like you had like paper cuts on every fingers, and then you dipped your fingertips that you got paper cuts on into like little
water
lemon juice, and then you went down that 50-foot drop with no water. That's what I felt like. I was like, you jerks. Do you know what we do for you? Do you know the sacrifice and the planning in the 10 seconds it takes me to Google a certain topic and have it accessible on my iPad?
The biggest thing we need to talk about is the topic at hand, why the episode is called the breakfast episode, but also we are looking for sponsors for our podcast. Doesn't matter what kind of sponsorship you want to give.
Give sponsorships. I'll
We have
sing
our
for
Instagram
you.
hooked up to be sponsorship enabled.
We do. We have actually had a couple of takers, and I searched their companies on Reddit, and they were scams. So we were offered to be ambassadors for a
Scammers.
couple of sunglass, sunglass company, and then some kind of like bucket hat thing. I don't know, but yeah, if you're into bucket hats, that's cool. That's fine. You do you, but no, we're even available to collaborate
Yes.
because between Taylor and I, the ideas that don't come from this head but come from his head. I'm not the entrepreneur. He hustles. I just talk endlessly.
But also,
He's the
think about
thinker
this.
of this.
If you want us to film a video, we're not on Cameo.
Mm,
We don't need to be on Cameo. But if you want us to
no,
film a video, we can film a video for you or your loved one. Doesn't matter if
true.
it's an anniversary, a happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Bar Mitzvah. Doesn't matter.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Day of Reckoning.
Meet you at the pole. Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, that reminds me. Memorial Day is right around the corner.
There you go.
I like Columbus Day. I like Columbus Day. I'm kidding.
They just got rid of the ride that commemorated Columbus Day.
What was that?
Splash Mountain.
Ah, yes, it did. Yes, it did. You can stop crying. Stop crying.
It's the Trail of Tears that my ancestors went on.
The trail. Oh my gosh, you are going to be burned at the stake in 5 seconds.
It is. Hey, I am more than a part Indian.
Okay. I'm sorry. Representation. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. Because Brer Fox, he is known for general nastiness, a danger to critters, and not and apostrophe in, and everything else likes rabbit stew. So, to me, when I wake up in the morning and I step outside, I take a deep breath and I get real high, and I scream at the top of my lungs, I'm feeling a little peculiar. And I pray, oh my God, do I pray? I pray for yesterday. What's going on? You know, what is going on with this topic? Because I'm just saying random bullcrap and quoting songs because the most important meal of the day is breakfast. There's your segue. Here's our topic. Thank God is what you're thinking. Sweet baby Jesus, how long did it take you to get to this point? God bless. So, I'm going to tell you this straight up, right? I don't do breakfast. I love breakfast, but I don't
only
do
breakfast. I only do breakfast at Disney World.
But I don't even do breakfast at Disney World because
or on a cruise.
See that's going to be a new thing for me.
Or vacation.
That'll be a new thing. Okay. Or in general, I don't eat breakfast on vacation. I drink coffee, and then I wait and I save it up for either Epcot, whatever festival, or the big blowout meal we have at the end of the day. Or even if you only get reservations at a nice meal or a nice restaurant for lunch, blow it out then, and then just take it easy the rest of the day. I have a list here. I have no opinion. I have no input. This is a dog crap episode in regards to my input. I'm no good at judging breakfast. I just exactly. You have more experience than I do, and that's why my thing is that's my surprise to you. Surprise! I don't know breakfast at Disney. I just know that what is it? Topolino's is like the go-to place for breakfast at Riviera. I know that. The carrot. Okay. Okay, you let one hurricane, leave a bad taste in your mouth.
It was pre-hurricane, the trip prior to the hurricane.
Really?
Yes, we ate at Topolino's for breakfast the last day, and it sucked.
Food, service, like what, or everything, all the above.
Everything about it. Granted, it had just come out of COVID. So characters really couldn't touch or do anything. They stayed 6 feet away from you. Service was not that good. The food sucked. The bill at the end really sucked. So I mean, yeah.
Well, I have a top 8 list here that I'm looking at from DisneyLists.com, and that is our reference. We for all your list needs for Disney, your top rankings, please check out DisneyLists.com. But here,
They've not sponsored
I could
us.
go. They are not. We are not. That is our humble opinion, our personal opinion, but we definitely use them as a source, and we are officially citing them as a reference. Thank you, public domain, internet. But yeah, their number one is Topolino's Terrace, Disney's Riviera Resort. I'm going to read their, and we'll kind of backtrack. And you give me, how about this? You ready? I'm going to go from number one because you have experienced this.
Yeah.
For breakfast, I assume maybe dinner or only breakfast?
Both
Because it's a character breakfast. Great. So Topolino's Terrace, found in Disney's new Riviera Resort, at the time maybe new, is home to breakfast a la Art, a character dining experience with Mickey and friends. The signature table service restaurant is located on the rooftop of the resort. That sounds awesome, and offers amazing views and a prefix menu. I get that. The Fab Four are dressed up in unique artist-inspired outfits that can only be found during this breakfast. Ooh, so that's very special. So make sure to capture all the meet and greets on camera. You won't want to miss out on the food, though, as the menu deserves equal attention. Do you agree? Yes or no? Okay, you'll wait to the end.
It would probably be number 8 on my list.
Oh, crap. This is only a top 8 list. Oh, I said that before. Fresh pastries are served at a table in a painter's basket. Oh, painter's basket theming. And entrees included sour cream waffles, smoked salmon, quiche Gruyere, and house-made pancetta. When you digest it and interact with all the characters, you can take a stroll out on the patio and enjoy the views of Walt Disney World from above. Sounds
Patio
nice.
doors locked when we were there.
I
Someone
know
must
how
jump.
hard this is. But this experience and new resort are definitely worth a visit. Okay. Honest opinion. Go.
It blows.
That's what she said.
I mean, instead of canceling Splash Mountain and closing that down, they should have canceled and closed Topolino's down. And that's my home. That's my home resort restaurant.
If the hurricane could have taken out one restaurant.
Topolino's.
Oh, at the top, at the very top. Oh, no, I get it.
the very
Topolino's
tip
at the top. At the very tip top. Because you want to call it Topolino's, but it's Topolino's. Okay.
You want to call it
number 2.
crap, but yeah, okay.
Poopolino's. Okay. Poopolino's. Try a pasta. Make you poop on table. You keep eating. It's fine. You poop or you eat. Who cares? Okay. Number 2. I've heard of it. I've never been. I've walked by it many times. I know where it is. Crystal Palace, Magic Kingdom.
All right.
Do you have any experience? It's a buffet, right? Or home style? Okay, buffet.
It's a buffet.
Go.
Okay. We went at the same time, same trip. We went to Topolino's.
Mm-hmm.
Blew Topolino's out of the water.
Really?
Yes.
It seemed from the videos that I've seen, it looked pretty basic because you're going there for Eeyore, Tigger, and Pooh, right?
And Piglet.
It's their Piglet. Can't forget Piglet because we all love bacon.
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually, it was not bad. I have that.
Okay.
I have that as my number 3.
Really interesting. This one, it says like all the breakfast. I mean, all the characters. Yeah. Seeing how it says
the way they have it set up.
Yes.
Is a good. I mean, they have 3 different ways you can get food. 3 different lines you can wait in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's very well organized. Service is good. And it's right on It's right off of Main Street. But it's
right next to Casey's Corner, right there.
Yep.
Is it on that side? Yeah. Okay.
Between Casey's Corner and Adventureland.
Got you. Okay.
Where the wonton, or not the wonton, but the egg roll thing is.
Yes. Spring rolls.
Spring rolls.
Spring rolls. The 50th anniversary, the pastrami one, the pepperoni pizza one was good, but the
I tried to
50th
get one.
anniversary
I tried to
edition.
get one.
Did you get it? Have you had one yet? You've had one.
No, I tried to get
Yeah.
one, and hadn't opened the day we did the VIP tour.
Because they open at 11 every day.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought it opened at 8 o'clock.
You could have asked me.
Well, I didn't have one yet.
I had one last time we went, and
Maybe
I'm not going to get one.
Maybe
I'm
we
not
can
gonna
do
get
Lady and the Tramp style with the spring
Oh,
roll.
you want to go to Tony's Town Square as soon as you
No.
walk into the right side of the theater?
No, I'm saying we buy an egg roll and we do Lady and the Tramp.
It's a freaking spring roll, for crying out loud.
Spring
Sweet
roll.
baby Jesus. Just call it what it is.
A roll. A spring roll.
Keep your and don't project your fantasies on the person you're actually talking to. What are you talking about? What's happening? This is not a Dreamweaver moment. This is not a hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Shut that spring roll. Here comes your surprise. No. Lionel Richie, back it up.
I did not know that messages are also recorded on calls.
What just happened? What are you
I was
talking
gonna
about?
send you a message.
Don't send me any messages. Don't do that. What are you doing? Crap. You're trying to get people canceled. Outside of what you said before about Song of the South, I'm like, you might want to quit. Because I told you ahead of time, code is, I'm going to blink twice for shut the heck up and blink once for shut the heck up. Shut the hell up. But no, Crystal Palace is very basic. It's more the character dining and location, I think, are what really sell it. Tell me about this, the Grand Floridian Cafe.
Never
Do you know
been there.
anything about that? Never been
I've
there.
never been there,
This
but
one,
I would think it would be pretty good. Diesel fuel. I think it would probably be pretty good.
Speaking of rabbits, at the Grand Floridian, if you're a fan of eggs, they apparently have lobster eggs Benedict served here. It's one of the best breakfast items at Disney World, at Walt Disney World. So if you want to get your eggs Benedict, go to the Grand Floridian Cafe.
I haven't eaten there, so I can't really rate it.
Sure.
So that's
I go back to the facade, the Crystal Palace, and even maybe the Plaza restaurant. Man, I mean, it's gorgeous. And the Crystal Palace is right next to.
It's very.
Because my mother-in-law. Was that very Floridian?
Floridian, yeah.
Yeah. The thing looks like Key West. Looks kind of like Key West. I've been to Key West.
It looks like the Golden Girls porch.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Thank you for being a friend. Gather round, back again. Got to segue back to the list. Ding dong.
And if you threw a party, invited everyone to do. All right, let's go back to the breakfast.
No. Keep. I was gonna let you have this. I wanted you to have your one shining moment.
It's all right.
Okay. Normally we say that for the NCAA tournament, but that was your one shining moment. Oh, tear. Kona Cafe. Kona Cafe at the Disney Polynesian Resort.
Never
Kona Cafe. What about?
I've seen signs, but
Ohana. I had reservations for Ohana,
mm-hmm.
and I canceled them. Emily did because she thought Whispering Canyon Cafe. Trying to get
each their own.
Someone. What was this text you sent me? You said you're trying to give someone fuel for some kind of. What is it powered by? Is it electric or gas?
I don't know.
Is it a rotary engine or for that you probably need like a turbine, like a 747 engine for that one, like something heavy duty that would really just kind of rev it up.
So JetBlue,
jet fuel,
JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue.
So, do you think they have good like balls, like meatballs, not like bluish balls or but meatballs at this place?
I don't know. That's not my forte, but
that's not your forte. Got you. I wouldn't know. Well, we did say Key West. Yikes.
Yeah.
Getting deep.
So
These are the
I have
deep
not
cuts.
eaten at Kona or Ohana. I would love
Okay.
to eat at Ohana eventually.
Yes.
Same
Yeah.
with the Grand Floridian Cafe, but I have
Mhm.
not yet.
Okay. I just know just breakfast in general. I know it's all about the Tonga toast. You ever heard of that?
No.
You ever heard of Tonga toast? Cool. You get it now. The bread pudding is like it's all about at Ohana. It's all about the noodles because it's a prefix menu. They have wings. They have like ribs, pork ribs, wings, uh, some kind of a short rib, kind of this various meats, so to speak. But their signature two items are their Ohana noodles, because you can get those at quick service at Kona Cafe as well, and their bread pudding. But the Tonga toast, and there are varied versions of said toast because
Mhm.
Tonga, you think Animal Kingdom. But
Yes.
Tonga toast is kind of this like thick. It looks like think like a loaf or like a quarter loaf of bread, but you pour some kind of like caramel or strawberry, I think your choice of syrup on top of it, and it just it's soft. It looks dense, but it's this light, airy. I've never had it, but just based on the reviews and what I've seen, when we do our in less than 30 going on, like about 30, what is it, the 20? Hey, literally 30 days away, 31 days away. When I'm
Congratulations.
down there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will I'd like to thank my wife who is going down tomorrow, who I just want to have safe travels, and I'm not jealous at all because I just know I get to go uh, in the second month of the year. I'm so excited. But no, we're gonna try the Tonga toast when we set up our reservation at Trader Sam's at Polynesian. And we drank our way through all the Magic Kingdom Monorail resorts. The look in your face just says it all. Oh, oh, feels so good. The tears, they taste so good. Keep crying into the screen. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sorrow. Next up, I've been to it, but I've only had their version of a Pop Tart. Woody's Lunchbox. Have you ever had that quick service?
No.
Okay. So here
Talk
for
about quick
breakfast,
service there. I'm looking forward to the next new restaurant.
what about it?
I'm just looking forward to the food looks delicious. And
Do you
I'm
know
just
anything about it? Do you know the name of
have
it?
some pictures.
It
The
is
roundup.
the new Roundup Rodeo Barbecue.
Yeah.
Roundup, and the theming looks incredible. Theming looks now. It is a sit down. Is it it's not quick service, right? It's a sit down restaurant.
Maybe I'm gonna eat there in November.
They have, according to this, they have host of house smoked meats, including Evil Doctor smoked ribs, buttercups, beef brisket, barbecue chicken with style, plant based options, which is your favorite because you're vegan or vegetarian apparently. I
I'll
don't know how
probably
that
get the
works.
butter. I'll probably get the buttercup brisket.
Buttercup brisket? Sounds lovely. But they have slow smoked cauliflower, lame, oven roasted bratwurst, impossible bratwurst. The shape of that you'd probably like. Take 4. Can I have 2 to go? Are you gonna eat them? Yeah, sure. There are a range of sides to choose from: the married spuds, cowpoke corn on the cob, and slinky dog mac and cheese. Looks good. And to finish, they have lemon and blueberry cheesecake, gruffs, peach strawberry pie, or cupcake a la Forky. So yeah,
But going back to the Woody's Roundup or Roundhouse or whatever you want to call it, the quick service
the
breakfast.
food's so good. It's like a Woody Roundhouse cake in your face.
No, I have
You
not
want flavor?
had that. How is it?
It's good. We tried 2 of the we had like a 50th anniversary. It was like a blueberry peanut butter with little iridescent
Balls.
balls. Tiny, almost one might say
minuscule,
micro in size. That's okay. To each their own. We all have a role to fill. Maybe I may not be able to fill said whatever, but still, it's the thought that counts. Motion of the ocean. Yay, team. But it was good. But it was good, but it didn't stand out because I was ready to go to Toy Story Mania and practice my what was that move you were showing me? What was that move you did? You're like, no, you have to. You told me you have to like warm up your hands by blowing in them, like, and then loosen them. And you have to say something to yourself. You said like, when you stretch your hands, you have to repeat, "How loose is your goose? How loose is your goose?" And then you're ready to grip it, rip it, and pull it, and aim and fire. Is what you told me. Why are you laughing? That's what you said. I'm not laughing.
I don't know where you get this shit
Whatever.
from.
I don't know what you're talking about. Number 8. I know nothing about this, but I think it's the newer where they expand France. La Hall. I can't speak French.
The
Halls.
Crêperie?
No, petit. Well, actually, I've been here. La Hall's Boulangerie sounds sexy, and patisserie. Because that's where you can get the brioche bread. And
Yeah.
they heat it, and I've had that. Em and I actually did that. It's teeny tiny, but they actually serve breakfast. They serve breakfast, and you can get savory or sweet croissants. They can be stuffed with ham and cheese, and that sounds good. They have chocolate-filled pastries, but I would skip that. And actually, La Hal's Boulangerie Patisserie, I think that's the big quick service, because if you look at La Glace, whatever, like the ice cream shop right there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that little alleyway, the original expansion. Meow, 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 meow. Your stupid card. So you need to know backstory. This card, I showed up to work. It was the day after Martin Luther King Day, and
I gave
I heard
Abner
this noise.
I gave Abner a
Yeah.
card in the mail.
Yep.
I sent it to him, and sent it to his office, and it had been what? They x-rayed it and saw that there was glitter inside of it, and so the
Yes.
mail carrier decided to write him a sticky note saying, "Be careful opening this. This has glitter in it." So we opened it, and it's one of those cards that continuously plays when you open it, and you shut it, and it still plays. Well, he opened it, and it didn't play, and the glitter was starting to leak out. So he just put it on his desk, being a great friend that he is, and you can go on with a story about Martin Luther King.
Well, it didn't do anything. It was DOA. It didn't do anything. And I had a handful of cards, students, whatever. They were just saying, Merry Christmas, whatever. I like to decorate my office. And yes, we will send that picture to that fan. I'll make sure that happens. It will happen. It will happen. And I have something to tell you off air that happened earlier. I didn't explain that thoroughly. You're none the wiser. But this is a bit of newsflash for you. But that's after we record. So I walk in, and I will post this to the account next week. I put it on Facebook, my personal account, and yeah, it's ridiculous. I walk into my office, and I'm always the first one there. I get there 7:30, 7:45, give or take, and get everything set up, for students, everything I need to do, whatever. And because I work in higher education, and you need to slow down. You need to slow down, Taylor. You need to slow down. What's happening? You're sending me lots of things. Okay, they just came through. But I open the door, and I work at a large university, undergrad, pushing 9,000 with a graduate school, big nursing school, big college of nursing there. A lot going on. Got to mind your P's and Q's with what you do. But when you walk into your office, you're professional office. You hear this faint, and I'm like, what? What is happening? And then I keep walking, and then I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. It was coming from my stupid office. And I don't dread going to my office because I have to go there tomorrow. It is what it is. But instead of like investigating what it was, or somebody like trapped in a room, like going, help, 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 let me out. Because that could have been the case. Who knows? Because I came from a long 3-day weekend, nice, rested and relaxed. And the last thing I want and or need or expect is that. Right? And then I hear this. Well, no, I grab my phone and start recording. Because I'm like, this is content. Who knows what's going to happen? And at the same time, everything sinks to the cloud, and my wife's going to see this. This is my last moment. These could be my last moments on earth. I need evidence of what happened to me. And I go to my door and I unlock it. I'm like, what in the world? And this was a cold take, cold opening, whatever, not rehearsed, not contrived. And I go, open. And as soon as I open that door, you hear the barrage, this loud, audible meow, 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 meow. Yeah. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. Yeah, exactly. That's what Elmo would say. Goodbye, cruel world. You have completely ruined my Tuesday. Because this is a 4-day work week. And I thought I had it done. Because I like smacked it on the table. I smacked it around. And before, the one that was like the hiya card that you gave me, and I was able to feel it up a little bit and stop it, and we're good. This one, I even like flipped it open. It didn't work. And glitter, of course, went everywhere. And I know the custodial staff in my building very well. They were not very happy because there was a new pile of freaking glitter every day. Because either I'd knock it over or a student would have a question about it. I like that card. Meowie, meowie Christmas. How cute. I still have the card. It's like eviscerated at this point.
Is it still full?
I don't know. Oh, I took care of that. So a week. So the end of last week, I was working with students, and I work with students one-on-one in my office in a very discreet situation. And a student said, "Oh, I like that card," and I was like, "Let me tell you about this card." Right. This past Tuesday, I walk into work. I got a buddy of mine, and I didn't obviously I can't give specifics in that situation. So, but I got a buddy of mine. Blah, blah, blah. Gave this card, and it worked. And I said, of course, 3 weeks later, of course it works randomly. No one touched it. It just randomly went, oh, meow, 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 and just came to life. Right, hauntingly came to life. And I said, and I have flipped this card over and over just to see if I like have, ruined it. Like. Made sure it's seen its maker, and she goes, that's hilarious. She goes, I would kill that friend of mine, but that's actually pretty funny. And I said, but I can't let him know that I don't hold a candle to the crap he's spinning at me, but there's still potential. There's still potential.
Oh, that's not even the best ones I've sent to you.
We're not there yet. That's another episode. That's cool. Because time is ticking. We're kind of losing time here. We're in the middle in this episode.
Well,
but
let me get into my breakfast places if that's all right.
Please go.
So my number 4 would be Chef Mickey's. Actually, my number 5 would be Chef Mickey's. Actually, tied for 4. Chef Mickey's and Crystal Palace.
Why? Because you explained. You already talked about Crystal Palace. Why? I've heard a lot of great things about it.
You see the main characters. It's the same breakfast that you will get anywhere, fast service, quick service, anything like that.
Yeah.
Mickey waffles, bacon, sausage, eggs, croissants. It's just the experience.
So pretty basic.
Yeah.
You're paying for the good characters.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Number 3. It is at the Riviera Resort. It is the Primo Piatto.
I've never heard of that.
It is the quick service for the Riviera.
I have heard this.
And their signature thing is a cinnamon crumble French toast bread pudding.
What?
that is to die for.
Incredible. Is it unique
vanilla
to that
chocolate.
quick service? Is it unique to that quick service?
Yes.
Like their thing? Nice. Now that's we almost did. We almost pulled the trigger on Caribbean Beach. We almost did Caribbean Beach for November. We almost.
Dude, we would have
But
been
I
like
know.
walk
know.
like
That
you
weekend.
could have
I know.
easily jogged to our
I know.
resort or
It-
me
it-
walk to yours.
and that was part of it. But because we have my parents, my in-laws, how big it is, and you can request to be near, the skyline or whatever. But we are going back to Port Orleans French Quarter. We're doing that again. This will be the third time in a row for me at Port
Congratulations.
Orleans.
Congratulations. My second
I'm going next month. I'm
second
so excited.
is Tusker House in Animal Kingdom.
Reservations the first night. I'm sorry. Tusker. No, you sent me pictures from Tusker House. I've seen videos on it. What's the
Croissants are to
theme?
die for. It's the
Yeah, go for
same stuff, but they have Simba waffles, they have Mickey waffles, it's a character breakfast. However, they have fantastic home fries. They have chicken curry with rice. I don't eat
Breakfast?
that. Yeah, for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have toast. They've got the best bacon and sausage you can get. But the croissants are to die for. The bread there is to die for.
Oh wow. Is it prefix? Family style?
Yes, family style.
Okay.
And the Jamba Juice or whatever you want to call it.
Pog.
Yeah, that one.
Passion fruit, orange, guava
Yeah,
juice.
Pog Juice. Fantastic.
Oh, juice.
My number
wow.
one.
Yep.
Port Orleans beignets for the win.
You see why we're staying there yet
Yeah.
again.
Yes. If
Now, I will make-
DBC had something in Port Orleans, we would have already bought it there.
So when we go in November, right? I will greet you with Mickey beignets, and for myself, I will bring boozy beignets with my choice of Bailey's, rum chata, or Kahlua.
Well, bring extra powdered sugar because Wellesley loves powdered sugar.
Loves to eat it, loves to wear it.
Yes.
Got you.
She looks like Pablo Escobar when it's
Yep.
done.
Say hello to my little friend.
Wrong person, but same gist. Yeah.
Oh, I'm singing Tony Montana because he was out of his mind. You gotta go. I gotta go. Say hello, my love. Bruh. Okay. So, based on that, I would say my top, the only time that I've had breakfast in Disney was at a value resort at Art of Animation in the Flavors Cafe, and I had a cup of coffee. And I put that cup of coffee down by that giant Little Mermaid pool, right? Huge pool. It's got great theming between that and the Pop Century Resort on the skyline. I put it down. Mother-in-law picks it up, thinks it's hers. No, because I don't wear lipstick and stain a cup every time I take a sip. That's not your cup. Your cup has a giant red stain on it from your lipstick. I've told you this time and time again. Whatever. That one sip after her, hello, COVID, nice to meet you, and lingering throat pain for the next 6 weeks. So, I have not done breakfast right. The one time I've attempted somewhat of that thing in breakfast, I got COVID. So, yay. Yay for breakfast at Disney. So, this topic is not my wheelhouse. I actually kind of begrudgingly went, maybe I'll learn something new. My thing is, it's not about the food, it's about the experience when it comes to breakfast. It ain't
Yeah.
going to wow you. That's not the point. It's the experience. Now, if you want to get wowed, I have reservations. Step aside, Taylor. I have something to say. I have reservations at the Space 220 Lounge when I go to Epcot on February 28th.
Before
be
or after
weird, so-
you eat, or before or after you ride Guardians.
It'll be.
I would
I'll probably
recommend
get.
doing
My
it
plan is
after.
to get both. If I can get both queues, or that's not a thing, you can't do that. You're one and done per day.
No, you can
Is
do
that
both.
is that a? My plan is to do both.
You can do a queue and then you can do the Genie Plus.
That's what I plan to do. The more that I can ride it, the better. So yes,
Yeah.
if I can get it done twice, absolutely.
And then you'll be tied with me. Only took you about half a year.
Okay, if you were, I'm gonna forewarn you. If you want to step to this, that's cool. That's fine. So my next Disney vacation is April 4th, 2023. Tron opens. Got you. And then we start our vacation at Magic Kingdom. But Tron's in Epcot, right?
No, it's a Magic Kingdom.
Exactly. So you'll be catching up with me at the end of that week.
But
I will tell you. I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about it.
You need to film. You need to You need to be a tourist and put your phone right here
That's
when
the
you're
thing.
riding,
I
or put it right
want to
here.
do that.
Put it right here.
God bless. I want like a chest strap for the race because I get to run through the castle next month. I get to
Yeah,
run
but
through
I'm talking about
castle.
for Tron.
I know, and that too. Yes, given all that, yes, absolutely.
And
I could
Guardians.
upload it that night. And Guardian. Okay, so much to do, so much to plan. All right, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Yeah, I'm just gonna care less. Whatever. I was gonna wear a surprise
this weekend
shirt.
when she's not even here.
What?
Bite the bullet this weekend when she's not even in town and get a GoPro.
Oh, they have variations thereof. If I'm dropping, it'll get flagged because she watches what I spend. And when you have so many like certain hub subscriptions, they kind of catch up with you. You can only make so many email addresses. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There are some cheap alternatives. And my plan is I don't have to get a GoPro because that's just a name. I'm serious. That's just a joke. It's not real. Leave me alone, Candy. Stop texting me. But yeah, that's she was on board with that. That's kind of the plan. So I want to record the whole race. It's going to be just crap footage, but I plan to edit that and add that into a reel.
This is what it's going to look like. You ready?
Yeah. This is not a Tinder date.
By the
way.
That was my impersonation of you running the race with the GoPro on.
They have OIS, object image stabilization. These cameras.
My computer does too.
Okay. I can tell. I'm actually shaking my computer right now as hard as I can, and this is like blowing your mind. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I think we've exhausted it. The next time I feel like recording is when I get back from Disney. I feel like taking a hiatus to make you kind of like stew, you know?
And we'll drop to 101.
I don't foresee that. The content we do, because people listen for 10 minutes and then they're done. But numbers are numbers, so joke's on them. And my daughter's going to listen to this and fall asleep to it. So, Parker, I love you. Get some sleep. You're not going to hear this. You'll be fast to sleep at this point.
All right, I want to say something. If anybody, if any listener or any viewer has a Disney World Splash Mountain Fast Pass, let me know. I'm trying to do something with Fast Passes for my favorite rides and attractions.
That's cool. I look forward to that. But I'll look forward to it more when I'm
In Disney
back in
World, in
And then you
February.
had my tongue that got bigger, it's too big for my mouth. So I'm Disney Dude Abbott, whatever
I'm
his
Disney
name is.
Dude Taylor,
I'm going to Disney World next.
and
My wife.
we're not.
And guess who sucks the most? Emily and her friends, because they're going literally be there tomorrow
Well,
from the time we're recording right now.
so you're at home the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, the whole weekend. I'm going to be here. Friday's not a big deal. I work. Basketball game Saturday morning. Church. Parker's singing in church. She's got a solo
Caitlin and I
with
are
the
singing in
children's
church
choir.
on Sunday.
Okay, there you go. See, look, a little ironic there, a little serendipitous.
Yeah.
Timing is everything. Yeah, she's singing in church.
And Emily's missing her solo.
Yeah, she has a tendency to prioritize things that are more about her than whatever. And I officially have that on record. But hey, she's not listening. She never will listen to this. Well, will your bride listen to this? Exactly. Will she ever be a part of an episode?
There's more of a chance that Splash Mountain comes back.
Okay. I can't wait to bet on this. Can't wait to bet. I know what my odds are. So, that being said, I am promised certain merchandise to get to, because I will not make it to Magic Kingdom to shop. I'm just running through, because my route is through Main Street, Tomorrowland, Speedway, Fantasyland to by the Haunted Mansion to Frontierland, and then we go out and we go behind the scenes where Splash Mountain used to be in Big Thunder Mountain. We go out that way. So we got to go through that way, because I got to run behind the World Showcase and behind Epcot and behind Living with the Land, all that stuff. Kind of this thing you got to see. We got to run through the backstage to that race, and it was cool because they had different stages and like DJs and characters and this. But this time around, we're going to take our time, and based on that, I'm queuing up, because we are going to. And we talked about it before, but now is the time. Probably next episode should be our Run Disney episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I think now, Once Upon a Veteran, I'm sure you saw in the messages where I'm like, hey man, got to do this. He's been a huge fan. He's supported us, been very, just been very supportive. He's a Hall of Famer. Want to have him on because he was supposed to do the marathon, but I think he had some schedule conflicts and he couldn't do it. He lives out in Colorado, and he's going to be on the podcast. And so I want to save him because he did the 10 mile. He did the exact same race I did. Well, he and I did the same race, same time, but I don't know if he's done other races, and those are the kind of questions I want to ask him, and what it's like for him in being in the military, or maybe I don't know if he is reserve. I don't know what his situation is with the military, but he is a veteran, because hence his handle is Once Upon a Veteran. Get his take on not just Run Disney, but the perks of being a veteran and what it means to him to be a veteran and have a love for Disney, and how the two correlate and kind of go hand in hand, because they do. Yeah. So.
Well. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you wanted to tell me off camera. And with that, we'll see you next visit, or we'll see you next episode, not next.
Yeah,
visit.
we'll see you next. Yeah, it'd be a couple weeks. So yeah, y'all can handle that. Okay, not like you're listening anyway. All right. Yeah. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah. Bye. Whatever.